CrossFit workout Karen. We've tested this one a few times in the past, so it's a good one to revisit. Nothing too special about it. It's 150 wall balls for time. So there's 3 different things I want to talk to you about in this video. I'm going to go over your strategy, number 2, your catch position, and number 3, your breathing. So whenever I do Karen, I always kind of look back in my notes and look at the weight I did before and how I broke up my sets. And I usually take note of if I had to deviate or how I felt at the end of that workout. So these are good notes for you to jot down. We typically will do this one 2 or 3 times a year, and it's a good one to look back on. So as far as strategy goes, I'll mix it up here and there, just to play around with shaving a couple seconds off my time or just to be more consistent with my rounds. So this time I decided to do 10 rounds of 15. So that's a common strategy. Other folks will do 15 sets of 10. So it really just depends on how efficient you are on those wall balls and if you can maintain those sets throughout. So the key is to really just have that game plan beforehand rather than just starting and going until failure and then trying to pick up after that. That's usually not the best strategy, although I think I maybe tried that at one point and failed pretty quickly. I tried to be more consistent with my rounds rather than starting off with a really big chunk and then kind of snowballing at the end. So on your sets, I'll do a set. I let that last wall ball just kind of fall to the ground instead of catching it down. That saves a little bit of energy. And then in between your sets, since we're going for time, we're just trying to take 3 big breaths or so and then get right back at it. The longer you wait to pick that wall ball up and go, trust me, the more your brain is going to tell you, oh, I need one more breath of air, I need a couple more seconds. So it's a 6 to 10 minute workout depending on how efficient you are, so just know that if you just kind of keep going, you can get through those. Don't be afraid also to change up your reps. So if you're starting off, let's say, hey, I'm pretty good at wall balls, I'm gonna do, let's say sets of 25. You're gonna do 7 sets of 25, and you're rocking out on sets 2 and 3, and then you start to snowball. Well, that's okay, just be able to recognize that early on, and it's okay to have to change your plan in the middle, but again, that's when our notes are important. And when you write down kind of how you had to change your plan, maybe the next time, try to go for a different set and see if that helps you with your time. Second thing I want to talk about is our catch position. So a lot of times we'll see that when the wall ball is coming down and you're receiving it, we'll drop our chest and the ball we're catching is down here, by our rib cage, rather than kind of right here, like in that front rack position, right? So we want to catch it nice and high, rather than catching it low and it dragging our chest down. And then we're having to drive that chest up and drive even further. So try to catch it, nice and high. I typically will keep my head a little bit up. I won't look at the ball the whole time because that kind of puts my neck in a weird position, but about right here, rather than here and then having to drive up. And then also, in that same catch position, really fight for that depth. There's a couple of reps in my video where I look at them like, I could have been a little bit lower. So, just be really cognizant as you're going through each round that you're fighting for that depth and getting to that 90 degrees or a little bit below. Finally, I want to talk about our breathing. So sometimes, you're thinking about, okay, what number am I on? Am I getting low enough? Okay, am I catching? And we forget about breathing. So this one is a good one to really get into that rhythm, right? It kind of goes with how we're breaking up our sets. I will inhale on my catch, exhale on my release, and I just kind of get into that rhythm, and it just really helps me get through that round, and keeps me in check, so I'm breathing the whole time and not getting lightheaded. Along with breathing, in between your sets, when you're kind of shaking it off, make sure you take some deep breaths, right? We talked about breathing through our nose breathing, right? Nice big inhales to help, get us ready for that next round. So good luck with this one. Write down your time and good luck.